candidates.
Oh, we're live? Is it on me?
I don't know. Welcome.
Welcome. We're here. Fourth Friday. We're back. July 2026 edition. Got a really cool show for y'all tonight. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I got my co-hostess with the mostest, Miss Jessica Bryan. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Good. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back. It's good to be here in this place.
Yes, thank you. Well, we got two really awesome first guests. I got some special ties to these two, so I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves. Go ahead.
My name is Angela Bingham, and I've been living in Murfreesboro all of my beautiful life by choice.
By choice.
And I am an educator, been an educator for about 25 years or more plus. And I am a radio host of Simplicity.
Yeah.
Sunday comes on every Sunday at 6 p.m. at WGNS Radio. And I just love this guy sitting in this chair.
I love you too.
Such
Appreciate
a wonderful person. I think we just connected immediately.
We did.
How much did he pay you to say that? That's a real question here.
If I got Miss Jackson to say that, that's a real
priceless. It is priceless.
And Miss Jackson, introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, hi, I'm Felicia Jackson. I met Miss Bingham when I started teaching in 1999.
Wow.
So we've known each other ever since I started teaching. I retired after 23 years to finish my book. To finish my book, Overcoming the Challenges of Being a Teacher. And so now I just kind of volunteer in schools and do things just to stay active. Because I'm so busy with the grandkids.
That's right.
Awesome.
That's a blessing.
I'm working on my novel when I have time.
Oh, you got a novel?
A novel.
Yeah, speaking of writing, I'm working on my dissertation.
We're going to push you to get you through that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're almost done.
That's exciting.
It is.
Dissertation on what?
Well, my dissertation research is on how can culturally competent teaching develop positive relationships between teachers and African American boys.
Oh,
Wow.
real
Yeah,
nice.
we see a huge gap in education with especially some of the minorities, as we call people, but people are people to me. Let me throw that in.
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
And when I went to decide to do my doctoral degree, and they asked, what type of question or research you would like to do. At first, I was leaning towards something else, and then immediately, I had a flashback of a teacher really ridiculing had a ridicule tone in her voice, and it was a little boy. He was in kindergarten, and she was standing over him and just ragging him.
No.
And then I passed by, and it was like, go back and watch. Look again. And then, I believe in God every single day of my life. And I heard that voice saying, she's not ridiculing the boy, she's destroying the man. That went all through me.
Yes, ma'am.
And so when it was time for me to do the research question, I say, I got it. That's what I want to research. And to my dismay, a lot of research has already been done, but nothing is being done about it to move the needle. And I want to move the needle. I don't want to just do writing just to have it, saying I finished my dissertation.
Sure.
I want to make that change.
Amen.
So what's in your research and the study that you've done and the experience that you've had, what is sorry. My nose started tickling. Sorry.
Keep that
Somebody's
mic in
talking
front
about you.
What is that what it means? Somebody's talking about me? Oh man, that's nice. What is something that not just teachers, but anybody could apply to cross a cultural divide or a because there's a lot of cultural divides,
Yes,
right? There's
absolutely.
a cultural divide from state to state.
Yes.
I talked with a lady earlier today that was talking about how when she was, I think 13, her family moved from the Bay Area in California to Paris, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
Culture shock.
And I was like, oh gosh, that was a culture shock for you,
Yes,
wasn't
totally.
it? And so what's something that I think we experience that in all areas of
I do
life where
too.
we're dealing with people from different walks of life, different places, different upbringings. What's your number one tip that anybody could apply to cross that bridge?
I'm going to say a word that it may seem like it is a cliche word, but love. Love goes
Yes.
a long way to see a person for who they are. My big word is humanity. And when you treat people and see people for who they are as a creation of God, you will not have that sense of prejudices and racism and all of that. It goes out the door. And I'm saying this because I practice that. My mom and dad taught us, how to love everybody. But when I got in society, what they didn't teach me, that everybody would not love me back.
Wow.
So that was a culture shock still to me, even though in our home, we didn't know what that was. She just said, treat people the way you want to be treated. That golden rule.
Amen.
And let me add one
Awesome.
more because I know we agree on this: respect.
Absolutely.
Because one thing is teachers, we just as human beings, we always talk, if you respect people's differences,
It goes out the window.
yeah, then there's nothing,
There's no
love,
barrier,
respect,
yeah.
right.
I
And that's one
want
thing
to
I taught my
learn.
students was
Yes.
you respect their differences. You may not agree with them, but respect them,
That's
and you
huge.
won't have that division.
That's beautiful.
I remember teaching the first year I taught kindergarten. A very dear friend of mine, Drew, Miss Gossett. What was Miss Gossett's first name? Do you remember? Tim Gossett? Amy Gossett. So I said, girl,
Hi,
I need
Amy.
to. Yeah, hi, Amy. Amy,
Shout
watch
out,
this,
Amy.
okay? Shout out. And we were in the classroom, and I said, I really need to clean up my kitchen. And I was, doing my hair like this. She said, girl, I need to clean my kitchen too because my dishes need to be washed and everything. I said, well, I wasn't talking about that kitchen. I'm talking about the kitchen, the nappy part in my neck, about my hair. We bursted out laughing. And she said, you know what? You're cool. I think I could ask you questions that I've always wanted to ask about black people. And I said, I think I could ask you questions I always want to know about white people.
That's so good.
We had a ball together.
That's so good.
And we loved one another, so nobody did it in a way that it was, derogatory or, it was, I want to know more.
That's awesome.
And so we had a great relationship, and she was she still is a wonderful person. I wish if she is listening to this, Amy, get in contact with me. You can call WGNS Radio 615 893-1450, and you can come on my show on Sundays. Come on, girl.
Hey, somebody put that on TikTok and let TikTok do its thing and get it to her, and then her people get with your people.
Right,
and then-
right.
So tell us about your show. You mentioned it out there, but and we
Yes.
talked a little bit, but now you've mentioned it a couple times. Tell us about your show.
Yeah, Simplicity started several years ago. I was on WGNS Radio because Ronald Washington asked me to do The Beat Goes On. And I kept saying, no. He said, Angela, I want you to do a show. And finally, after so many years, I said, okay, I'll break down and do it. So I talked about simplicity, things, how to be simple in life, but yet grow and do greater things. And I think there's a way to simplify what you do so other people can see you and say, I can do that. You just make it possible, And then if you know something and you're an expert, you know how to break it down so somebody can understand. Like this lady beside me right now, Felicia Jackson, she is an expert in the majority of the teaching field, especially multicultural, and we had so many things, multicultural experiences in the education, and also excellent cook. However, she can take something and just make it seem so simple that anybody can do it. So that was a base of me talking about simplicity. Well, Dalton, the producer, liked me so well. He said, we have a spot on WGNS. I said, what? For what? He said, you can do a show. I said, oh no. And it was so funny. And then so I was talking to a young lady, and she said, I think you can do it. And I said, I don't know. And she said, I'll go on with you. And that was Sarah. And she came on with me, stayed with me for a couple of episodes. And here I am, you know. And I said, if you have a vision, and we have a place for your voice.
There you go.
And we ask people to simplify their life with Jesus Christ.
Wow, that is awesome. Very cool story. So how long have you been doing the very spiritual?
And you know what? I don't care what you do, where you work, where you live. My mom always said that people are greater than things. So in other words, if you get something and you love people, you're going to share with more people.
That's right.
But if you get something and you have the love of money, you're going to be greedy and you're going to cut off people because of your own greed. But when you share it, it grows.
Wow, that's so true.
Yeah, that's really true. I feel that, and that's my life. I want people to know that I love people, and I love that they don't have to love me back from my experiences. But when you love God, you love regardless.
That's right. That's beautiful. Well, Miss Jackson, I'm gonna put you on the spot here because you're a legend in the teaching world.
Oh yes.
Y'all are so kind.
I've seen your Facebook memories and some of the other stuff and heard stories over the years, but you have a special way of connecting with kids and costumes and just like
You
really
name it, she does it.
She really does, and like all like crazy insects and all of the stuff. Can you just kind of talk about how you do it and like how you did it?
It starts with building relationships.
Right.
I think that's what's
Absolutely.
missing in education.
Yes.
When you build those relationships with the students, they're ready to learn. And of course, I always talk about Emmanuel, who came back just when I was just saying I was going to quit.
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kansas City
Shameless
Chiefs.
plug.
Yeah, but I always talk about him because he came back. I feel like God sent him back just when I was ready to give it up.
Yep.
And I always got the kids with behavior issues, those who spoke more than one language because of I did a lot of cultural things with them, and those who had special needs. So that was usually the bulk of the people they would put in my class because no one else would take the time to build relationships with them. So, but Emmanuel came, I remember when he came back, just when I was like, you know what, I'm done, because they were going to load me with more behavior kids. And the first thing he said when he hugged me, he was senior at Vanderbilt. And when he hugged me, the first thing he said was, thank you so much for not giving up on kids like me, because I knew I was a behavior problem. And when he said that, it was like a light went off, like, you know what? This is what it's about, reaching all the kids, not just the ones with high academics, the way these state tests are. But, yeah, I would dress up, because sometimes Miss Bingham would come in.
Oh yes.
Y'all
She would
got so
come
many
in and we would
stories.
start laughing.
Yeah.
Like during testing, because it was so stressful, I'd wear my dress. I was reggae Jay. And so I would start the day, like I would have reggae music playing as the kids came in. And like, hey, Mon. Yeah. So we would just have a good time. So they would be relaxed by the time we started testing. And I remember one day after testing, I went out back to take a break, and some of the kids from the other classes like, why are you dressed like that? And I said, because I'm relaxing the kids. Oh, and I would sing Don't Worry, Be Happy. So I sang like several songs to them before we tested. And they said, well, our teacher's yelling at us saying, if we don't do good, it's going to mess up our test scores, and it's going to affect them, and da-da-da. So I wish I had a teacher that would do things like that. But that's one thing I try to get teachers to understand. You have fun, even at stressful times. If you're having fun, the kids are going to learn. If I were teaching fractions, I was Chef Jay. And we would go to Italy and do pizzeria and stuff like that. So, yeah, so I just dressed up as different. Farmer Jay after Charlotte's Web, because a lot of people had Halloween parties. I had a Charlotte's Web party.
That's right.
After we read the book and everything. Because, I had some students who didn't believe in... I think you have to respect. Some people just don't do Halloween.
Sure.
So just to do it different, and probably the biggest one, Wilbur the pig in the second movie. Mr. Beatty brought Wilbur in, and he hung out with us. He hung out with us in the classroom.
That's so good.
Yeah, for our party.
Fun.
And probably one of the biggest ones, last year I had Emmanuel, and Miss Bingham came in. So instead of a Valentine's Day party, my parents had asked, what would you like to do? I said, I don't want to do a typical Valentine's Day party. I said, I would love to do a big cultural party and teach them etiquette. So the cafeteria lady, she had all this china. So we set up like 3 4-course meal, and Bingham came in, took pictures, and I told the kids, I said, we're going to dress up like we're going out. The parents came in black and white, and they were serving.
That was fun.
Yeah, they were serving apple cider drink in the champagne glasses.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, we had a great time, and Bingham came in and did it.
That's awesome.
And we would sing, because Jackson's theme was respect.
I love how y'all just
she's really Jack and I'm Bing.
Yeah, there you go.
Jack and Bing.
Yeah.
But we would come in and do respect, and we would actually have on our little wigs and sing respect yourself.
She was Aretha, and I would do the backup singing. I would tell myself, I said, Bingham, I need you to come in and do respect with me. That's my only rule.
Yep.
Like some people have all these rules, and I told my students, I don't have one rule. Because if you respect
everything else,
respect your surroundings, respect yourself, respect others.
Yep.
That covered everything.
Well, in common, we have the commonality of having Emmanuel, and
you had him in kindergarten.
I had him in kindergarten, and when he left kindergarten, I said, I just hope he gets a good teacher, because Emmanuel struggled a little bit, with spatial relationship in the development of handwriting. We were writing E's, and I tell him the story. He just laughs. And I said, write your first name, Emmanuel. And he wrote the E, so he had a line here, he had a line way over there, and a line way over there. I said, no, you got to connect them. And he said, Miss Bingham, I didn't even realize that. And then here comes Jackson when he said, thank you for not giving up on students like me.
Yeah.
So
that's so important.
I think that's so important to make children know that they can be somebody. And whoever thought he would be at Vanderbilt and excelled so well.
Wow.
So when Jackson came on Simplicity Radio show, that comes, by the way, Simplicity Sunday comes on at 6 p.m. Central Time, WGNS Radio, and you can watch us on YouTube and Spotify and all those channels, okay? And if you want to call in, no, I'm just playing. But when we got together and we cooked, I cook out of love still to this day. I feed the homeless on Tuesdays. And my mom told me, she said, I have 4 sisters, and I cannot remember a time where we didn't have somebody at our house eating. And my mom was the type of person, she cooked for our army, and I always say she can make a shoe taste good. And so before she passed in September, she told my sisters and I, she said, I'm really proud of you all. And I said, well, okay. And she said, I love the way you treat people and feed the homeless. And we said, okay. She said, you treat them with love. And we were looking like, okay, but we knew no other way. That's how you taught us. And this is what she said. She said, I taught you, but you didn't have to keep it up. You didn't have to keep doing it.
That's right.
That really touched my heart, because no matter how you taught, and that goes to show even on the flip side, if you were taught in a home to make those differences of skin color, because nobody else deals with skin color but America. So I think if one person at a time say, hey, I like you, for whatever reason, but skin color did not matter. And that really blessed me. So when I met Jackson and she felt the same way about multicultural, we respected every culture. It didn't matter where you came from.
That's right.
And that's my whole entire life.
Yeah. We kind of got to do a fruit basket turnover is what we call it. And you got to get to some other event.
Is there anything that you want to tell us about before you go? Like anything specific, something coming up, or repeat your show and where they can find it?
Simplicity
Sunday.
Hey, plug your book real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, so and I just went blank when you said it because you put me on the spot. So the book is Overcoming the Challenges of Being a Teacher.
Yes.
And the reason because I retired so I could finish it, because I felt like God was telling me that I needed to do the book. It's on Amazon. And I have it also if I go to like different book signings and things. But it's more of a to inspire teachers. Yeah, it's kind of a memoir, but it's primarily to inspire teachers to focus on relationships when they're teaching. and to not lose their passion, because that's what being a teacher is.
100%.
But what's happening now is all
Pay
the
the
focus is
teachers.
on
Pay the teachers.
Say it again.
Pay the teachers. Man.
But all the focus is on test scores, so it's
Yeah.
mainly to get them
Yes.
to go back to why did you
you're
become
there.
a teacher.
Yeah. The why.
Yeah.
It's always the
Yeah.
why.
Yes, and I always say you're more than a score.
That's amen.
Yep.
Those scores don't mean much in my opinion, but yeah,
Right.
don't get me started.
Yeah.
Oh, Trent, you all are amazing. This is very nice. Very
Yes.
nice.
It is.
Well, come on back.
Oh, we will.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
fourth Friday, 5 to 7, we're
Yep.
right here, and we go
Okay.
live from 5:30 to about 6:30, and we do fruit basket turnover multiple times.
We're gonna be
and,
late tonight, but that's okay.
we didn't
got a
even
late
get to
start. We
we
got a
didn't even
late
get to
start.
ask you our
I
question,
know.
but that's okay.
Well, hey, you got to come back for the question next month.
yeah, Trent just kind of jumped the gun. So.
That's right. Go in the flow. Go in the flow.
Well, thank y'all for coming. It means a lot.
Thank you.
Man, I was really looking forward to them kicking it off too.
I know.
Like,
Oh, with that. Well,
I don't know what the question is. so we go
what's the
back, so I
question?
know.
you know what? Can,
All right,
can you
let's-
stay
you
for
know
just
what?
another minute? We're
We got
gonna
one
we're
more
asking
minute.
the
We
question.
gotta
Okay,
ask
here's the question.
Quick question.
When life's like when it's hard and everything stinks, and this is a question I asked to a bunch of business owners the other day. Like, you can't stay down, right?
Right.
You can take a minute to lick your wounds, but
Good.
you can't stay down. So what do you do to get back in the right headspace? And I wanted to ask you because I think I know your answer. But what do you do? What's your go-to thing? This is what I do to get my head right, to get back in the game and get focused again.
My thing, you want me to go first, Jackson?
It's probably gonna be the same thing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
When life is lifing, the Lord is still Lord.
Hey.
Mine wasn't quite because in that little room, it was the same thing.
And so I get in that space and I say, Lord, I just need to be in your presence to clear my head, and what direction do I need to go in? Because he is the head of my life. And just because you have the Lord in your life doesn't mean that life won't life. But when life is lifing, like I said, the Lord is still Lord.
Oh man, that's so good. Fire. All right, get out of here. We gotta get some dancing because nobody's gonna be able to beat that. I love it. I love it. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for being here.
No, wait, let me get to the end.
That knee surgery, she's doing good on that knee surgery.
Watch the rug.
This is awesome, amazing.
Yes. Thank y'all for coming.
You're welcome.
I love your top. Oh, thank you. Do you know where you got it?
In other words, can you leave it?
Can you leave it? So 5 to 7, fourth Friday of every month, we're here. We're networking. We have some snacks outside. We have drinks, snacks, things like that. So make sure that if you're in Murfreesboro on the fourth Friday of the month, stop by the Spread the Positive Studio. We always have a ton of fun, and we ask for sponsorships. So tonight, the snacks are provided by Smiley Creative and Spearhead Consulting. So shout out to those guys for providing some of God's chicken and some cookies and some charcuterie stuff. So Spearhead Consulting and Smiley Creative for the snacks tonight. And if you want to sponsor a fourth Friday, reach out to somebody here at Spread the Positive, Trent, somebody on his team. They'll be happy to get you on our sponsorship list. And that's always fun. You can pick whatever you want. We've had burgers and shakes. We've had energy teas. We've had God's chicken. We've had all kinds of stuff. We've got pizza on deck, I think, next month.
Oh, yes.
And
Sammy's.
so Sammy's Pizza is going to be sponsoring. We're
cool.
super excited about that. So check with Trent and the team about sponsoring a fourth Friday. So,
There's some rib makers out there. I mean, should really
oh man,
sponsor. I mean,
Just-
when you
and
think
just
Trent,
grab
some
a
ribs.
rib
Yes,
and-
I would sound. Yes.
Yes.
Big rib. Big
I mean,
rib fan.
some rib makers. I don't know who they are, but
City Barbecue just opened.
Single tree.
Single Tree,
Shout out Charlie.
buckets. You know, I mean, there's
There's a few.
Slick Pig.
lots of places. You know,
You know.
just saying.
Barbecue competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be
Pull that
down
in
for
just a
taste
touch.
testing that.
Yeah, rib competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
I'm down. I
We
can't
start
wear a
early
white
that
shirt,
day.
but I'd be down. Well, welcome to Fourth Friday. Tell us who you are, and then we want to ask you our question.
So I'm Bruce. Around town, you probably know me as Bruce with a B. Reed and Associates. We're financial advisors, and mission statement is to set people free spiritually and financially. So that's me and us. So there you go.
Yep.
That's me.
Familiar face. Familiar. Yeah.
And this is
Kelly Hefflinger. I am a wellness advocate with doTERRA Essential Oils, Kelly's Essential Oils. So we do all natural, 100% pure essential oils and non-toxic products for your health, for wellness, fitness, anything you can imagine. You think back before there were pharmacies, there were plants for medicine, and that's what these oils are. So they're
That speaks to her crunchy heart.
It does. It does. I was just thinking. One of my we just moved, and one of my favorite things was Denise, my bonus mom, had recommended that I use the top part, the hutch part of Hutch and Buffet for my apothecary. It's so cool. Like there's herbs, there's oils, there's tinctures, there's all kinds of stuff, and it's just so cool. So cool. I love it.
How long have you been doing doTERRA?
personally using it. I've been using it probably since about 2018, I
Okay.
think it was, and I've been a wellness advocate for about 3 years now.
Okay.
So.
That's really cool. What's the most surprising thing you've gotten, or like that it's helped with?
That's a hard one. There's a lot of things. I would say that the biggest kind of wow, this really made a difference most recently was my dad had been diagnosed with cancer, and
So sorry.
frankincense has been around forever, you know,
Yep.
since baby Jesus, and one of the things that we had tried was using a capsule that doTERRA has, and I do believe there's no science behind, no scientific study to say this, but his quality of life was greatly improved for
Wow.
about 9 months before he just couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't swallow anymore. So once he couldn't take it, it very quickly went downhill. But it
Wow.
I think that was one of the biggest things that made a difference. There was no medicine involved. The doctor said there's nothing we can do.
Right.
Just
I'm so sorry.
try to live the best life you can. And
Right.
So I think it gave him some extra time.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Amazing.
Well, especially if it gave him extra quality time.
Right.
That's hugely important.
Absolutely.
But there's
Sure.
just so many things that we use it just for everything, and I don't even think
Yeah, it's just
it's
part of the
just so
day to day
natural
now.
that if you have a headache or a muscle ache or sneezing or the allergies, which have been lovely
Yeah.
this year.
Welcome to
They seem be-
Tennessee. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The best of the South and the best of the worst. Or
Yes.
the best of the South and best of the North all together.
Sure.
From
Something
allergy
like that.
perspective.
It's a
the
bowl.
Yeah.
It's a bowl of allergies.
Yes, a big bowl.
That is cool. Well, our question of the month is, and we asked this in a group of business owners recently. So one person on the couch has had the opportunity to answer it before. Our question is, and I'll phrase it just a little bit different now because the ladies that were in here last really aren't business owners. They have other stuff going on. But, when you're a business owner, entrepreneur, solopreneur, you can't afford to stay down. Like, you can't just clock in at work and, punch your time card and chill and not really be there and then clock out and get paid. When lifes, you have to figure out a way to keep moving forward. And that's not to say you can't take a day and rest or whatever you need to do. But when it comes to getting your head back in the game, when it comes to getting yourself back on track, not wallowing and really kind of getting yourself refocused, what's your go-to thing? How do you do that? What would be your recommendation for somebody that life's just really hitting them hard and they've got to keep moving forward?
I would say that first thing I would do would be to get some oils out.
Might need to hold it. Sorry.
And probably go with like a serenity or balance type of situation where it would just kind of bring my nervous system into center and kind of ground me. And then just really focusing on why I'm doing this. Why, and I do this because I like to help people. In my day job prior to doTERRA, I was a pediatric physical therapist. So
That's awesome.
love helping families and helping educate them on how to do what's best for their child. So this is just another branch of that with a
Second
different-
chapter.
Yeah, just a different modality.
There you go.
So just remembering why I'm doing it. And
That's good.
that life happens.
Yep.
And you might have to take a little bit of a break, but you have to just get your head right back in the game and go back to that, why am I doing it? Why am I getting up every day to do this? So,
Always comes back to why.
It does. You just said that a few minutes ago.
So
Why is so
recenter, right?
Yeah.
be grateful for where I'm at.
Gratitude.
You know, why,
Gratitude and
what I
why.
have.
Yep.
You know.
So you mentioned oils to bring your nervous system back to center.
That's huge.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah.
Because most people are not thinking about their nervous system.
Yeah.
They're not thinking
I'm
about
like-
what their body is physically
Right. So
doing
true.
at that time, but that is part of it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, typically when life is happening around you and everything is crashing, you're in a panic mode, or your nerves are just, nervous system is just going crazy. So something that can help calm the nervous system. Going back to that, frankincense is great for neurological. Just you can diffuse it. You can, for doTERRA oils, you can take that one internally. You can rub it on your body so you can smell it. You know, the oils get in your brain stem within 12 seconds
Wow.
of smelling it. So it's
Oh, wow.
immediately
From
working on your
smelling
brain.
it?
Mhm.
Wow.
It goes right into the olfactory system and starts
that's
working
incredible.
immediately. When you take it internally, it's within every cell in your body within 20 minutes.
Wow.
So the wise men brought frankincense so that Mary wouldn't have a crazy crying baby.
They were pretty wise.
They're pretty wise.
Dang. Nobody
like
gave
in the
me.
name.
I mean, next baby shower I go
I'm gonna
to,
bring some.
frankincense.
Pile of frankincense. Yeah. I can hook you up with
Frankincense and
that.
mother and mommy's bliss.
Yeah, I mean,
Done.
they're pretty amazing.
That's
you
incredible.
That's fast.
It is very fast. It's incredible how
Just smelling
your
it
body
is
just
wild.
your
Like
cells know what to do
seconds.
with it when it comes into your body.
Wow.
So it's incredible that you say that about the smell, because a lot of times when it comes to like herbalism and things like that, the remedies seem to take longer. Because they're supporting your body through whatever it is. It's not a quick fix to fix symptoms most of the time. It's a remedy or a cure for the root problem, and usually the root takes longer than the symptom to cure, right? So it's incredible that you say that the smell, the scent, has an effect in 12 seconds.
Wow.
I never knew that. That's
Yeah,
so
that's
cool.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
Bruce with a B, what you got?
Man, I'm just still amazed.
I know, right? That's a lot to take in.
And I'm thinking about that's why they wanted us to put that Vicks vapor
Yeah.
rub on our chest.
That's right.
There's probably a little more.
Except I would recommend using Breathe.
Right. There you go.
Probably
put it on
something
your
better
feet?
than
Less
that.
chemicals and less. It's not toxic and it works the same way.
Do you put it on your feet?
You can put it on your feet. You can put it on your chest. Putting
There
it
you
on
go.
your feet gets into all your cells. very
Biggest pores
quickly.
on your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Wow.
me.
Yeah, and if you
Clinic in here.
We're just going to we're
if
going
you
to
look
school
at
right
the
now.
reflexology, and I'm not a reflexology expert by any means, but if you look at a chart, there's somewhere on your foot that corresponds to everywhere in your body.
Whoa.
So-
Each foot is different
Yeah.
too, and hands.
So I just slather it all over both feet because
Yeah.
I figure it's going to get where it needs to go.
That's smart.
I don't have time to figure out
that's
exactly
so
where it
good.
needs to go, so I
Yeah.
just cover it up.
very professional term, slather.
Slather both feet.
Another exciting thing when I moved, I found my reflexology paddles. I have the hand and the foot, the wooden paddles that show the right hand and left hand and the right foot and left foot and all the corresponding things. I was like, I knew I never got rid of these.
That's awesome.
So you don't
Moving
have to
does have some
slather it,
good
you know where
parts.
to put it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gotcha.
All right, carry on, please.
All right, sorry. I had to. I know this is so interesting, and but it's not surprising that God gave us the ability to heal ourselves and
Yes.
to use natural stuff.
Yep.
So I'm not surprised by that. But on the question, I said the other day that sometimes in business we approach that. We feel like everything's got to always look pretty and neat and organized, and sometimes when life's hitting you, you just got to make it through the day,
That's
and
right.
whatever that means. I mean, if it means showing up and it looks ugly and nasty, and you just got to keep showing up. I don't think you can, because our clients and the people that we're serving are counting on us to show up. Not to try to phone it in or take a day. And I'm not saying that you don't ever take time off. You got to take time off and take care of yourself and that kind of thing. But we're talking about when life hits you, not just for today, right? We're not talking about getting a speeding ticket, right? We're talking about when we're in a season that life is hard. Sometimes you just got to get up and go, and it's going to be ugly and it's not going to look pretty, but you still gotta figure out a way to get a win.
Yep.
And then show back up the next day and figure out a way to get a win. And then I've just kind of seen that over my career that if you just keep stacking the wins, eventually you get to a point where you've got something built.
Streak.
Yeah, and you get a winning streak going, and then you
life
just kind of
isn't lifing as bad.
yeah, then life is not life and as bad, So you kind of pull yourself out of it. So, but I do think so many people give up when it doesn't look pretty or it doesn't look the way they thought it was going to look, and
Yep.
they were like, "Wow, I didn't think life was going to happen." Right?
Well,
But he
that's
tells us,
inevitable.
I didn't think other people were going to do what other people do.
I mean, Jesus says you will have trouble, right?
That's biblical.
So I think that one sentence, if we take him at his word on that one sentence, we will have trouble. Just figure out a way to show up and keep moving forward.
Amen.
Yeah.
I think you hit on something with things don't look like you expected them to.
That's it.
I think we cause ourselves immense amounts of frustration, anxiety, and anger, and all kinds of things by our own expectations. Because most of the time, our expectations are unrealistic. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have expectations. I'm not saying you shouldn't have boundaries and things like that, and
Goals
all
and stuff,
goals
yeah.
and stuff. But when we start having expectations about how something's supposed to look and how something's supposed to work, I mean, one, we've got to expect just circumstances to happen. And when other people are involved, all bets are off. You can't control anything about what anybody else does. All you can control is your attitude and your actions. And I think we get so caught up in other people's attitudes and actions that we let it affect our attitudes and actions, and we stop controlling what we can control, and we get caught up in trying to control everything else, and then we make situations worse because then we destroy our own outlook and attitude.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess that would be another answer. I didn't think about that the other day, but I guess another thing to do would be to try to step back from the life that's happening and go, okay, is this really something that's happening, or am I bringing this frustration and stuff on myself because I'm expecting something out there to be different than what it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
good.
that could help us manage it, manage ourselves in that situation better.
Yeah, because if it's out of our control anyway.
Right.
Control the
All the stressing
controllables.
in the world isn't going to make a difference.
Right.
That's right.
So
Well,
true.
that was fire.
Well, do y'all have anything coming up? Anything specific that you want to plug or shout out or anything like that?
We do have the group that I'm part of here in the Murfreesboro area. We do have something called In-Person Oil Camp next
Nice.
Thursday night
Cool.
at the Smyrna Church of Christ. It is, the theme is going to be like you're in your house, so how to use oils in different parts of your house. So there'll be a bunch of DIYs. You'll get to take stuff home with you for like what you could use in the bathroom, what you could use in the bedroom, what you could use in the kitchen, in the living room, on the porch. You know, bugs,
Awesome.
community,
That's
school
cool.
starting back up. You know, all those.
Is there a
kinds of
cost to this camp?
things. It costs $5 to
Man,
cover the cost of the DIYs. There will be a light dinner involved.
Nice.
So if you are interested in that, there is a QR code to sign up. So you could email me at kellysessentials23@gmail.com and I could get that for you.
Is that KELLY or IE or
KELLYS
Essentials?
essentials23@gmail.com.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
That's really
awesome.
cool.
Make sure once this gets posted on Facebook, make sure to go to the comment section on
Yeah,
the
that's what I'll
post
do.
and leave
Okay,
your email address, website, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. Make sure you
That's
leave
awesome. Yeah. I know some people that might be interested in
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Send them our way.
that's awesome.
Just as an ongoing thing, I know lots of people, they don't think about it, but we would never leave our wallet at our ex's house, right? Trent, would you leave your
No.
wallet at your ex-girlfriend's house?
No, sir.
I mean, that would be crazy. I mean, because then you would, how could you get it back?
Exactly.
You'd have to coordinate with them, right? You couldn't just show up and go in and get it, right? I mean, if you knew you left it on the couch,
Could go
you couldn't
really-
go over there and just walk in and get it, right?
And they might reallocate your money.
They might, I mean, they might do something with your money, right? So along the same lines, lots of people have left their 401k wallet at an old employer. And one of the things I love helping people do is get that back on track, get it back within their control, so it's out of their ex's house.
That's really
So-
That's
good.
good stuff.
So if somebody needs that, let me know. I'd love to talk to them.
Hey, you know what trick the financial advisor taught the 401k?
What?
How to roll over.
Love it.
All right, we got to do fruit basket turnover. We've got another group coming in. Thank y'all for your answers. And in case y'all missed it, the last group said, "When life is lifing, the Lord is still lording." Isn't that awesome?
I like it.
All right, good stuff, y'all.
I
Thank
hear
you.
I hear it out in the lobby area. So I say something, and then a few seconds later, it repeats out there. That's awesome. So next group coming in. Anything big on the horizon for STP and the STP world that we need to
man.
be announcing?
Always. Yeah, we got big things happening all the time here, and we're looking for people to get involved. Just reach out to us, spreadthepositive.net. What's going on? Welcome in. Come on in.
How we doing, Trent?
Doing well, man.
It's my friend Willie.
Willie, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
Hey, go ahead and you're going to have to hold that. It keeps falling off on us. So you can just kind of hold it right there. Kind of. Oh, man. I might have to doctor
you
it
might,
up.
yeah, you might have to
All
fix
right.
that.
Okay.
So while Trent fixes the microphone, so I've seen recently on the STP socials that there's some offers out for use of the studio, coming in and getting some professional videos done, either podcasts or social media content, general business content. So if you're thinking, man, I don't know that I really have a whole, shows worth of stuff to talk about. I don't think I could do every month or whatever, but I would like some professional content for my website.
Yep.
Give his team a call. They're opening up the studio space for that
Yep.
kind of stuff. So
Yep.
super affordable. And if you could see all that's in here right now, we have like 3 cameras, a couple of lights, all kinds of microphones. There's some other cool lights. There's a whole other really cool looking studio back here. For a different vibe. So all kinds of stuff available on the Spread the Positive network.
Yeah. Quite the plug. Thank you, Jess.
Ah,
Okay.
just keep trying to plug your business as well as you, Trent.
Thank you. You're way better at than me.
That's actually while Willie's here
Okay.
today.
Well, he's going to plug away for 180.
Well, he was just interested in finding out about what podcasts are about.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Like, he don't know if he's got material enough to do a podcast, but I told him I know a guy.
Well, yeah, we
He's-
can definitely help
He
with
said, I
that.
thought you just buy equipment and
Push record.
and do it yourself. And I was like, you can
Like
totally
in
do
your living
that.
room or something.
Yeah.
But then when you have
That is
friends
one
like
way.
Trent Denson,
Yeah.
who have
And
all
the
this
team,
cool
the
stuff
team, man,
with a
the
whole
team.
team of people, I mean, you get to show up and do fun stuff like this. All right, so question of the month.
Yep. Let's get right in. Well, introduce you.
Yeah, introduce yourselves and then we'll ask you our question of the month.
Okay. Well, I'm Derek Bryan. I'm Middle Tennessee Regional Director of 180 Degrees Ministries. And I do addiction recovery coaching.
Nice.
Yeah,
Doing
and
the
he's the
Lord's
guy
work.
with the girl.
That's right.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right. Willie, what about you, man?
I just want to say, man, they duped me, dude. I didn't even come here for this. They tricked me. Everyone, they tricked me.
He just came to hang out. But listen. Let me introduce Willie. All right, let me introduce Willie.
Okay.
Willie is a cleaning and organizing extraordinaire.
Wow.
So there could be on the horizon, maybe we're doing market research, could be on the horizon a business
Okay.
coming soon to a town near you where it's cleaning with the heavy lifting.
Ooh.
Because it's one thing to have a cleaner come in.
Sure.
It's another thing to have somebody that can clean and organize and bring the muscle to do the heavy lifting
Man,
that comes
that's
along
fire.
with that. So
Man,
I'm
that's best of both worlds.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, you just packaged me so well.
Yeah.
So,
she's so good. She's just a walking pitch machine. It's like,
I think I'll do that. It sounds like a great idea.
do I owe you guys anything?
I got a concrete table that needs to be moved. As you asked.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm Willie Troop. Currently interning at S2L.
okay.
Yeah, I really got tricked here.
Well,
Really
we're
just
glad
came
you're
to
here,
hang
man.
out, and so
He's going to start children's ministry tomorrow.
Okay.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
at Experience Church.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Shout out Experience.
Willie is Rhett's second bestie.
Okay. We know his number one.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to
So
I
he's,
told her in time I'm gonna be the first best.
Oh, you're coming for the
In
you're
time.
coming for the top
In
spot.
time.
the
Man,
thing
it's
is,
gonna be
dude,
tough.
you're a dude and you're not blonde.
That's the
where he's
only
got
thing you don't have going for you.
But other than that, you're good.
Not as
good.
pretty.
All right, so
I mean, you're pretty, but you know, like, not that pretty.
all right. Y'all are jumping down a rabbit hole. All right, so question of the month: when life is lifing, like life is hitting you hard, and I mean, we've asked business owners this, we've asked some other people this, but I asked this to a group of business owners this week, because when you're in business for yourself, or you're starting a business, or you're launching something, you're doing something on your own, where you can't just clock in and be present and then clock out and still get paid. When life is lifing and you're just in a season of life being hard, what do you do to get your head right? What do you do to get back in the right mindset? Because you can't stay down. I mean, you can't stay down and survive. So what do you do to get your head back right?
So, well,
You want to take this first?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, I lean into the Lord. Like that, nothing makes sense apart from Him. So a business or life or anything in general, it's just like leaning into Christ because He understands, He knows. So I would say persevere.
Yeah.
Persevere. Because
Yep.
a lot of people are willing to give up. It's like, do you want this that bad? When these seasons get rough, will you persevere? So
That's it.
Did y'all hear Miss Bingham's answer when she? So I don't know if they had the live going out there, but she said, "When life is lifing, the Lord is still lording."
absolutely, that's dope.
That's a bar,
That's
man.
like the best thing that's been said all night.
Yeah, that's dope. I should have heard that and came and reused it.
Yeah, right.
No,
That's
she's
hard
good.
to follow Willie's answer because I think he took mine.
Yeah.
Like, leaning on your faith and staying in prayer. That's a big deal. And I coach on a concept called 95-5 time, and it's different from prayer. Like prayer is a good mode to communicate with the Lord, because He wants a relationship with you, and He wants you to come to Him with not only the bad stuff.
Yep.
He don't want to be just the emergency contact.
That's
right?
right.
He wants you to be able to come to Him with all your things you're thankful for, all your blessings, and your problems. But 95-5 time, you get off in that, and the idea behind it is that you only talk for 5% of 100% of the time you've allotted for this exercise, and the other 95% you're listening.
That's so good.
Oftentimes, and we pray for things, and we don't allow enough time for God to answer the said prayer. So this opens the door and opens the floor up for Him to actually be able to do that. So oftentimes when things get tough, or it feels like everything's so heavy, I'll just go in 95-5 time and
That's good, man.
Tell Him what's going on and wait on Him to answer.
That's good.
Our mentor always says that, it's 95% listening, because God has infinitely more to say to us than we could possibly ever have to say to Him that He
already
doesn't
knows all
already
your
know.
problems, right? He already knows what's going on with you.
Yeah,
He wrote all this.
Psalms 34:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God."
Right.
That requires you to listen, to not say anything. We rush into His presence and we just want to talk and communicate. And it's like, will you listen? I will give you instructions. But God is not in a rush.
Right.
We are always in a rush. Our emergency is not His emergency. To Him, it's not an emergency, because He knows exactly what He's gonna do. So it's just like, be patient.
That's it.
Be still.
Be still. Yep.
2 ears, one mouth. Come on.
But
think about it.
Listen, I heard this. This is not original. Someone else said this. Said, do you ever realize why your teeth and like your tongue is behind your teeth? The teeth is like a prison to the tongue to keep it closed. But you can never close your ears. So you should always be listening, but this is like a safeguard.
That is good.
Trap the tongue in.
I've never heard that, man. That's good.
So to expand on that, Greg Pease talks about how you can't unhear stuff. So even if you're not listening, it matters who you're around and the kind of conversations you put yourself in proximity to, because you can't unhear things.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Shout out to Greg.
For real, where's he at?
He's got a big event tomorrow. He's doing a big step into your power. Firewalking, breaking the arrows, the boards, all the things.
We need to plug that.
Yeah.
He does firewalking.
I don't think he'd be mad at me for saying, but we have talked a little bit about there being a 180 degrees step into your power event.
That's
where
powerful, man.
where you literally turn from your old life 180 degrees and walk across fire.
Yeah, step into
Wouldn't
your
that
power.
be cool?
Yeah. That's powerful.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
gotta put it out there.
Greg Pease, step into your power.
Yeah,
He said it sounds dangerous.
Dude, walking on fire is liberating, man.
I mean, come on. If Trent Denson can walk on hot coals,
dude, that's the arrow is the scariest.
I
You
believe
put
that.
an arrow right here and step into a wall. That one's worse than walking on fire. Spoiler, in my opinion. But yeah,
I can see that.
yeah.
I can see that. That just sounds dumb to me, really. But I mean, I've seen the videos and it's amazing.
It's powerful. Greg knows what he's doing, man. He's a legend. He was here this morning, dropping bombs.
Yeah, oh man, of course he was.
Fire. Yep. Shout out to the GP Mind Growth.
Yeah.
Check him out. He's doing the Lord's work for sure.
Yeah. Do we have another group coming in? Are y'all it? Are y'all our last ones?
No, I mean there's still a couple of people out there.
All right.
Awesome.
I don't know if they're coming in here or not, but
I was duped.
Hey, well, I'm glad you came in. You blessed me tonight, man. Hey, thank you. And yes, we should talk about a pod because you got some wisdom.
I assured him it was super chill.
Yeah.
And there was no intimidation to
You
it.
tricked me.
No, see, so as I'm sitting out there on the chair, I'm like, okay, well, I'm here. Like, Lord, use this time that I may glorify you and bring you honor.
You did
so that's why I did it. Other than that, it's just like, bro, I would have stayed out. I'm an introvert, so the cameras make me very nervous.
No, you killed it.
But I'm all right.
Nah, you killed it. You didn't act nervous at all, man.
That was really good. Yeah. The
For
teeth
real.
thing got me, man. That was good. I'm going to remember that. Well, we appreciate y'all. Thank you both.
Absolutely.
Be sure to check out 180 for sure. 180 Ministries. What's the website? 180 Ministries.
180degreesministries.org.
The number 180ministries.org.
That's right. Or like us and follow us on Facebook.
Yep.
180 Degrees Ministries.
Yep.
And a podcast coming soon, I
Yeah.
believe. So
Yeah.
stay,
For that.
stay tuned.
Can't wait for that.
I got some big news this week, and I'm hoping that it's going to work out.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So
We've
stay
been
tuned.
keeping our fingers crossed for sure.
Yeah.
Also, can I mention this?
Yeah, of course. Sure time.
Anyone who's struggling with addiction and want a safe place, like S2L Recovery, Christian base, life changing. They don't teach you the 12 steps.
Yep.
They teach you one step.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
That's it.
Amen.
Yeah, it's
Come
an
on.
inpatient
There's one-
detox hospital.
Yeah.
One step to freedom.
Is Dow Smith still building the new facility?
They are.
Yeah. Shout out to Dow.
They're doing a remodel.
Okay.
They built the new facility. Now they're working on a
Okay.
remodel
They're
for the
remodeling
women's
the
facility.
old men's facility into the new women's facility.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So we're
Yep.
branching out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we go to church with Holly. Did she tell you that?
Yes, she did.
Isn't that
Yes,
crazy? I was
yes.
like, wait a minute.
Holly's
I know
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
I edited clips of you.
Yeah.
Works for Dow Smith. He built
All right,
a
let's do
facility.
fruit basket turnover. Let's get our last
Yep.
crew in here. I know Smiley Creative and Spearhead Consulting have got to be out there, and they're tonight's sponsors, so we have
Technically
to
spread the
hear
ball
from
for
them.
you.
That's where we kick y'all out
Yeah.
and say it nicely,
Yeah.
and bring somebody else in. We're gonna get and Travis is out there.
Big T Rav.
Come on, Trav.
Okay. Bring
Travis said,
bring
"Come on,
your
Mom."
sister. Oh, bring Lynn. Oh,
You and Katie aren't coming in? Why?
Stephanie, you're on.
You sponsored. Y'all have to come in. You and Katie have to come in because you're sponsors. Yeah. Totes.
What's up, guys?
I feel like Travis needs no introduction. However, if he could sing the song.
Glass monkey, the funky monkey.
Yeah, every time.
That's all I know.
Travis the Glass Monkey.
Yeah, glass monkey.
And this is
Travis's mom.
Let's
This
go.
is Travis's mom, Lynn.
Welcome in. Miss Lynn, welcome in.
She didn't want to come in.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of you for being brave.
we're duping all kinds of folks. All right, so our question of the month is when life is lifing and in business, like when you're self-employed, when you're in business for yourself, like when lifes, you just have to keep going because you can't stay down. You have to find a way to move forward. You can't just clock in, get a paycheck and clock out. You've got to really be on your game. So what's your go-to thing to get your head back right when life is lifing?
Do you want me to answer first?
Sure.
I already kind of answered this out in the hallway with Bruce with a B, but
I've heard of that guy.
yeah. So what I said out there was you just kind of stick to your plan, right? You go back to what worked for you either in the beginning or where you had most of your growth, and that I think that comes with the community around you and networking and just going back to basics, right? But if you're talking like something to kind of reset your soul, well, then you just find what makes you happy, you know, and for everybody, it's going to be something different. For me, it used to be the bar, you know, go drown my sorrows in alcohol, and that led to nothing good.
Right? So we found healthier ways.
Yeah.
That doesn't bode well.
I mean, now I like to play my bass, and I
Slapping the bass, man.
look forward to playing with the worship team every week at church.
That's
and
cool, man.
That's awesome.
recently gotten into pickleball,
Nice.
Okay.
So that's been a lot of fun. And that's really it, you know.
Love it.
So
Good stuff.
That's awesome. I know when I used to run, that was a big stress reliever for me. I would think about all kinds of things. I mean, when you're miles and miles, like, I mean, Dad and I would talk about stuff, but, you know, you're not talking the whole time. You know,
Yeah.
it's miles and
terrible.
miles of just thinking, you
Yep.
know, processing and stuff like that. I could see how something like pickleball, or if you're a musician, playing an instrument would
you
be.
just get lost in it, right? You know,
Yeah.
like everything goes away for those few moments.
Yeah.
And
good.
hopefully, you know, at the end of whatever it is you're doing, you can rest easy that night and wake up motivated
Yep.
and do it all over again.
There you go.
And a lot of times have some clarity. You know, we you know, when you do stuff like that, you go from being this close to your problem to being
That's
able
good.
to step back and see the bigger picture and see things a little more clearly, you know, after kind of not removing yourself from it, but by focusing on something else.
But then you have one of those thoughts, right? You're like, why was I so worried about that?
Oh yeah,
That-
absolutely.
I know,
Like
that's the
why was that such a big deal in that moment?
Right.
Like it was really, you know, not that significant.
Happens a lot.
It does.
Sure does. Sure
It
does.
does.
So,
Miss Lynn.
So
what
my
about
turn?
you?
What, my turn? I kind of had a rough year this year. I've been working as a speech pathologist for 32 years with students in school, and I had my mom passed away last fall, and then my brother had 3 surgeries within 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe, this spring, and I made more mistakes at work than I've never made mistakes before, left and right. And one of the things I've always done when life hits you is just put one foot in front of the other and keep going. You know, keep your head in the game and just keep going forward, because things always get better. And then additionally this year I ended up reaching out to other people I worked with and just talked about some of the paperwork issues I was having and trying to help me get all that finished and wrapped up. And I had so much help, it was unbelievable.
That's awesome.
So it was not
That's
only,
awesome.
you know, myself putting that one foot in front of the other, but when I was really deep, reaching out to other people and getting a little bit of help and
Yes,
assistance.
come
And
on.
it was, I should have done it months before, you know, I ended up reaching out to these people, because they really helped, and they understood what I was going through. And we just came out. I feel like I'm coming out the other end, and I'm looking forward to this new year.
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I
Sometimes
think
having
asking for help. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Thought that
And
came
that's
into
hard.
my head was you don't know how much support you really have around you until you
Yes.
ask for it.
Man,
yeah, that's
good.
so true.
That's so true.
And a lot of times people don't know how they can help you, especially
Yeah.
when you're dealing with loss and big things like that. People want to be there for you, but they don't know what to do, and they don't want to be
Right.
in your way. And when we just ask for what we need, you
Yeah.
know, people are more than happy to jump in and help. And that brings to mind a few weeks ago, I had to take Rhett to the emergency room in the middle of the night. He had hives, and we didn't know if it was an allergic reaction or if it was something from a virus. But when I noticed that his lip looked swollen, I was like, okay, like that's it. Like
Yeah.
this is, and we're not go to the doctor, people. Like I think if you want to stay healthy, you don't go to the doctor. It's just my opinion. that's what we practice. You know, so off we go, and Derek had to work the next morning. He had swapped days with somebody, and so this was Saturday night. Normally he doesn't work on Sunday. And so I had told him, just, it's fine, I got it. And so off we went, you know. And then I was talking to the lady that leads the kids ministry at church, and she was like, oh, and I had texted the pastors the next day, and, you know, hey, just pray for Rhett. We still don't really know what happened, but now Rhett has a prescription for EpiPen, and, you know, we just kind of have to watch and see if there's anything that triggers this again, or if it was just a fleeting thing. And so Miss Kayla was fussing at me. She was like, you went by yourself? I was like, well, yeah, I mean, it's fine. You know, like, Derek needed to get some sleep. Like, he couldn't stay at the emergency room all night and then go to work by himself the next day. Like, it's all good. And she's like, no, it's not. Why didn't you call? And you really don't think about people that would would get up at 3:00 in the morning and go sit in the emergency room with you until
They tell you.
until they tell you, but then you realize after that, like, man, you know, my tribe, it runs deeper than I thought. You know,
That's true.
and I think that's
So
cool.
true.
And I think sometimes we don't do a good enough job of telling our people how deep we'll go for them.
Yeah, that's cool.
ahead of the event.
Yep.
So they don't know that they can call us. No, and I don't say that throwing shade. I mean, like,
Right.
personally, I don't do a good enough job of telling somebody, hey, like,
You don't ask for much of anything.
no, I really,
I'll call you out on that.
I really don't. I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah,
that
not
I do
you.
it myself button is really easy
Not
to push.
you.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
but anyways,
like,
that's really awesome that you had that experience.
Yeah,
and now
good
you
for you.
know.
And now I know.
Now you
Yeah.
know.
So easy
That's
just
awesome.
to reach out.
Asking
and-
for help is a really good answer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, if you're really down, ask for some help.
Yeah.
People are there.
But it also goes back to what you said about sometimes you don't know what you can do for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel the urge to offer somebody help, but you're not sure how to, just do something.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, whatever you need, I'll do it for you. Just do something for them.
That's good. That's really
Like,
good. too.
don't offer it. Do it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Take some food, do something, pick
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
up. Yeah, whatever.
Take some of the mental load off and just do it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's really
Because
good.
you put the burden on them to ask.
Right.
That's
That's
true.
good.
So if you just do something for them, you take that away from them, and people aren't good at, always receiving gestures like that, but it feels good to do something for somebody.
Yeah.
Facts. That's really good.
Man, that's good.
We got some bars tonight.
Good, y'all.
Another
Yeah.
successful Fourth Friday.
I'm telling
I'll
you.
tell you what.
All right, we got to get the girls in here. So, is
Yep.
there anything that you guys want to plug real quick? Anything going on? Travis plays bass at church and his worship band on Sundays. That's pretty awesome. Go
New
visit his
Path.
church.
New Path Church, yeah.
Where is it?
Right now we're meeting at Rutherford Colgate Prep off Manson Pike.
Yep.
Sundays at 10.
Nice.
We went weekly. Our services went weekly in February.
I think so.
And at the beginning it was few people there. There weren't very many people, but it's really picked up the past month. We've had I think 2 or 3 weeks in a row we've had like 30 people there.
Nice.
20,
That's awesome.
27,
Really
28,
growing.
29. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
That's
it's
great.
really exciting. So the worship team's growing. We got brought in a new guitar player, so
awesome.
Y'all are rocking out.
it's
Love
really
it.
it's exciting to watch it turn
That's
into
really
what
cool.
it is. And we play pickleball every Thursday at 6 at
Manson
Patterson
Park.
Park, and some of the ladies of the church bring popsicles for all the kids.
Heck,
Awesome.
So if you've got a kid and want to come play some pickleball, they can eat some popsicles and run around the park and splash pad. And
cool.
that sounds.
There's
Can we just be
plenty of eyes there.
an adult that comes into the
yeah.
All right, guys, get out of here.
Yeah,
Make
I
your
appreciate
sister and
y'all.
Katie come in here.
We can do that.
Good stuff.
So while we're switching up and bringing them in here, fourth Friday, 5 to 7, fourth Friday of every month, not the last Friday, not the third Friday, but the fourth Friday. And usually from around 5:30 to 6:30 or 7, depending on how many people we have here, we go live. So you can always catch us on the live stream, and feel free to chime in. We've got somebody on that in there. They've got it playing outside. And if you're like, man, I don't really want to go on the live stream, but I just want to hang out with some really cool people in a really great positive environment, come and hang out, eat snacks, and do some networking on the outside. And now for today's sponsors, Smiley Creative and Spearhead Consulting Group.
Yeah.
We
I'll sit here
have
since you didn't sit down.
Katie and Stephanie, who are no strangers.
To the
So,
podcast. Thank you for having us on to your show. Wow, what an honor. Thank you.
They are so full of it. All right, so question of the day. Because we already know who you are.
Yeah.
You're regulars.
Yep.
You're like part of the crew. You are the crew. The crew. Not J crew, but the crew.
Love it.
When life's, and it's really hard because you can't just phone it in as an entrepreneur or business owner. You have to like be on your game. You can't clock in, collect a paycheck, and clock out again. What do you do to get your head right? And not stay down?
Yeah. I had to do it the 5th time around circling the square before I got here.
Preach, because when the middle of the square is closed, there's no parking on Friday night.
You're looking to your left, and there's 100 open parking spots, and you can't get in any of them.
Yeah, and you can't go to the parking garage because you have a political sign in the back of your truck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
That sounds like a specific example, Jessica.
Yeah, I don't know who's driving the Dodge Ram with the Randy Allen sign, but you should vote for Randy Allen for Rutherford County Mayor, and don't try to park in a parking garage.
Yes.
Katie, what do you do?
Okay, well, my fear is that it sounds a tad cliche, but I gotta be totally honest, and I had a little bit of a heads up about what this question was gonna be, because I heard it on Thursday.
Yeah. Well.
And so I've been thinking about this, and like, the truth is, it's just like you have to be self-aware enough to recognize what's happening in the moment and to like recognize that you need to do something. Like that's step one. Is I often do not get there, is I just let myself tank and then realize way later like I should have intervened with myself earlier. But then once you get to that point and you have the self-awareness, like the conscious thought, oh, I need to give myself an attitude adjustment, that for me is just like putting it all down in front of like the Lord, like being like, Jesus, I need you to take this, because I need you to give me an attitude adjustment. I cannot find a parking spot.
So looking for a believer here to pull out of one, for first of all.
Yes.
I have a story. Finish what you're saying, and then I'm going to expand on that.
And I need to park my car. So could I have a parking spot, please? Like that's it. It's just sacrifice. It's not sacrificing. I don't know the word.
Reframing.
Surrender.
Yeah, there you go.
Submitting.
Surrender.
That's way better.
It all. Because the beauty of being a believer is that you don't have to carry all of your own burdens anymore. And that was like one of the biggest lessons and reliefs and things that brought me deeper in my personal faith walk, is like the realization that I no longer have to carry every single thing by myself, and I can just let it go. Like the other day I was in my car, and I don't actually even remember what the like trigger was, but I remember feeling the anxiety like inside of you that you feel when something's getting you like riled up or like anxious or whatever, and you feel it in your body, right? And I literally had to stop and be like, Jesus, I don't know what this anxiety is, but I give it to you. And it was like gone. Gone. Gone.
It was probably Trent.
And I was probably like, oh man, Trent's calling.
Oh man, Trent's calling.
Oh man, he wants a burrito.
He wants me to pick him up a burrito.
No, it was yesterday.
Okay.
I think one of the coolest things about being a Christian is that our God is the God of the macro.
Yes,
Like,
he's in the details.
He created the whole everything, right? I mean, he is the star breather. He created all the universe, all this big stuff. Like, but he still cares about our micro, right? It's and it's all micro to him, right? I mean, if you can speak everything into existence, then
right. It is all micro.
Then everything is micro. And but he's so big. He's big enough for all the big stuff, but he still is personal enough to care about our little stuff,
our little details.
Well, and he's the reason that we're going through it, because he wrote our story. So it's like, if he wrote it, he can get me through it.
Yep.
You know, like God's not going to give me something that he knows that I'm not going to be able to get through, and vice versa with everyone. Even I think that's why everyone's different.
Right, with him. Right, with him. Not that we can get through it personally.
Right,
but that with him.
Yes.
We can.
Right.
Because he can get us through it. So that's awesome. I think there's been a lot of different versions of leaning into the Lord. in answers tonight.
Yes.
But the looking for a believer, so
To pull out of the spot.
I do that all the time, and it goes back to shout out Trey Gamble. When I was a teenager, and we were going to things like Acquire the Fire and Youth Evangelism Conference in Nashville, and you've got all these people leaving Bridgestone Arena or whatever it was called at the time. It wasn't Bridgestone. All leaving at the same time, just like leaving a football game or something like that downtown, and it's just crazy. And you're in a church bus. We'd be going through and, looking for, just needing to change lanes to be able to get onto the interstate or do whatever. And Trey would be like, looking for a believer here. All right, Lord, we're looking for a believer to let us change. We got to get over here. And they're looking for a believer,
Yeah,
waiting
that's so
for
funny.
somebody to let us over. And I have done that ever since. We're like, looking for a believer. I need a parking spot. I'm looking for a believer here. Somebody to pull out.
That is so funny.
So, anyways,
Can I
shout
say
out
one
Trey.
more thing?
Of course.
This is just really, it's on my heart right now to share this, and I don't know why, but one thing that's also been really convicting recently is the orphan spirit. And that has been something that has been really prevalent lately, just having community. And like, even if you don't necessarily have family, like I was super convicted on my orphan spirit, and I have that. And I had to like repent for having that and allowing that in and coming to agreement with it, because your community is your family. God is your family. And if you believe in God, you're never, ever alone. And that's something that, I needed to say. So
We're glad to be your family, Katie.
thank you for being my family.
Absolutely.
Everybody in this room is 100% the chosen family, and it's so nice. Thank y'all for being that. I love doing life with y'all.
Thanks, number one bestie.
Alright.
All right, Steph, what's your life's life, and what do you do? What's your go-to?
I think I really lean into my faith.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I
all you
mean,
gotta
it's
say.
just, I think I've gone through some stuff in the recent years where if I would not have had my faith, I don't think I would have made it through. And so it was really like that, or those circumstances that drew me closer to God, because that's what I needed. And so I think like if we all wrote down our problems and wrote them on a piece of paper and we all put them in a dish, and then everyone read them, you would pull your problems out. Like I wouldn't want Jessica's problems or Katie's problems or Trent's problems. Like I would grab mine back because they're mine. And I think with God, He will help me get through those.
It's beautiful.
The same God on the mountaintop is the same God in the valley.
Totally.
He's still God.
Right.
That's awesome. All right, Trent, we haven't answered. What's your answer?
I feel like everybody's a version of what everybody said.
A little piece.
Did everybody say faith?
Yeah,
Most people had something to do with faith.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, I think it comes back to the why. I think it comes back to your faith and perseverance. That was a good one. Asking for help was a good one.
Yeah.
I think asking for help is super underrated. Or like,
We know.
yeah. No, I mean, just like not underrated. Or like it's one of the last resort for a lot of people.
Yes.
And I think that one really stood out for me. Just being able to, like, you're not alone, right? Like we got our chosen family, we got our family, we got our circle, our people, our dogs.
Yes, our dogs.
Like, just going, like seeking out the joy, finding what brings you joy, and like I think what you said, like when you like step back, like what we see as problems are not that big of problems more times than not. Like setting up this studio a few hours ago was a big problem for me. And then it wasn't. It was over and it was fine. So it's just being...
You snapped out of it really fast.
Yeah.
I was
You did a
shocked.
good job.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I walked in and it was set up. I was like, oh, yay.
I was not happy about it. But anyway,
He grumbled
we're
all the
really-
way through it, but he did it, and he did a good job.
We're
And look
here.
how happy everyone was.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Glad
good
you
for
did that.
Friday,
Good
everybody.
job.
Yay.
What What about
See y'all next Friday.
What about Jessica? Did you answer?
Next Friday.
Next
Never cares about
Friday.
Jessica. He's like, I'm done. We're done. Turn it off.
You've already answered. Like,
Did you answer? Not really.
go ahead.
It's nonsense right here.
We know. Every day.
It's your turn.
Lord have mercy. All right, so my answer was, and I answered this the other day in our mastermind group, but I said gratitude. I mean, obviously faith. Like, I feel like for me, that's the obvious one is faith. But I think gratitude. I think gratitude is the attitude that changes everything. And I think a lot of the things that we get upset about or get frustrated about, get angry about, get anxiety about, most of them are first world problems.
Yes.
You know, just like finding a parking place.
Yes. That's such a
First world problems. Like right now, I don't have an air conditioner in the truck. Totally first world problems.
Oh boy.
Like
Man,
as
that's-
hot as it is, that's still first world problems. Like I mean, I have a vehicle. I mean, I don't have to walk to
Totally.
town. You know, so there's that.
To town.
It's back to being to town. I love that. I kind of forgot that today for a minute. Like I don't live on the edge of town anymore, and I have to actually go to town. So finding a parking place is a little more frustrating because I was already running late because I forgot I had to go to town. Anyways, yes. So gratitude. I think that's huge. I think, you know, and like I said the other day, there's a reason that somebody wrote a song about counting your many blessings.
Yes.
Because if we start thinking about all of the things that we have to be grateful for, we just don't have space in our mind or in our heart for anything else. Like if we are overwhelmed with gratitude, then there's just no room for anything. And it's kind of like living in the grip of grace. If we truly live in the grip of grace, like Max Lucado says, like there's just no room to harbor unforgiveness or anger or anything like that against anybody else because we're so overwhelmed. And I think if we can live that way in gratitude, where we're just so overwhelmed, I think that fixes relationships. I think that puts relationships in perspective, whether it's business or personal or even just acquaintances.
Yeah.
You know, people that we're crossing paths with in our businesses, if we're just so overwhelmed by the gratitude that we have for all of what we do have, then we just don't have space to let negative anything affect us, really.
Totally.
There's those, I don't know if y'all have seen them, but on Instagram, there's those pictures, and it's like a drone picture. And it's just people, it's like if it was a drone in New York City, and there's all these people just walking through like a park or on a sidewalk. And then there's little text above all the people's heads. And it's like, this person's grandmother died today. This person is going to have their first baby tomorrow. You know, this person just adopted a dog. This person just got a promotion. And it's just like this jumbling effect of people. But like everything or everyone is going through something different. And so like if you live with grace, you know, you may walk past someone that just got their first puppy. And then the next person you walk by may have just lost someone. And so it's like, if you give grace to both of those people, it will affect them differently. But still, it still, you know, like affects them or whatever. So, yeah, I think grace is a good,
Yeah, I think
good word to live by.
I think if the overflow of your heart is grace and mercy and gratitude, like, I mean, that's just that. I think to me, those things are love in action. So, anyways, that's my answer.
That's really
Very good, Jessica.
Thanks. Thanks, Katie.
I love the grateful for thing that Trent started with the Spread the Positive podcast. It's 4 things you're grateful for.
Yep. I think we need to do that next 4th Friday. We just
Yeah.
need to have the 4th Friday grateful for.
Yeah. I love that. 4th Friday grateful for. Yeah. Yes.
With that next month, August.
Yeah.
4th Friday grateful for. Now y'all know what the question's going to be. So
Okay.
prepare.
You have the inside scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. All right.
We did it.
Yeah.
Shout
all right.
out to Uncle Scotty.
Yeah.
Super Scotty on the production. We
Yeah.
see you, man. Thank you. Good to have you back.
We love our techies and
right.
and our team. Great work, team. So 4th Friday, August. same time, same place, same bat channel, 5 to 7 p.m. We're looking for sponsors for other points in the year. So
I think we have 2 more months open.
2 more months open this year, and then we'll be working on next year. So if you want to sponsor a Fourth Friday, man, give the team a call, and we'll get you on there. Thanks again for sponsoring tonight, ladies. We appreciate God's chicken and chocolate chip cookies. Amen. Y'all have a great Friday night. Remember, if you're not working, you might as well be fun working and networking with us.
Pew, 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 pew.
Bye.
Sickle. Good stuff, old boy. Merry Christmas.
Good job.
Another one. With DJ Khaled.
Whoop whoop. Oh, that's Rhett's favorite. DJ Khaled.
Where is he?
What all I do is win, no matter what.
I don't like it.
Where's he at tonight?